Guys, the reviewer here, continuing my lead up to my big milestone episode of my 10th anniversary, and I'm continuing with my top 10 favorite movies. And continuing the list is Inside Out. Now, here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Pixar. I love Pixar. They're one of my favorite animation studios. And Inside Out's one of those movies that struck a chord with me. There was something about it that I guess it must have came out at the right time because I know that most Pixar movies will hit you emotionally, but this one really struck a chord with me. Like there was something about this movie I really liked, and that's the fact that the characters, the story, the writing, the emotional impact. It's really good in that regard because it like when it wants to tug at the heartstrings, it tugs at the heartstrings. And one of the things is Um, I saw this movie 5 times in theaters. That's how much of an impact it had on me. I've never seen a movie that many times. Times I see a movie in theaters, it's 3 times. So they did something right if I saw it that many times. But anyway, now my next movie is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, and see, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was one of those movies that I didn't know much about. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but I didn't know really anything about it. It's just that when I went to it on December 31st, I went into it with high expectations because everything I had been hearing before I saw it was that this is really good. It's one of the best animated movies of the year. I did not think it was one of the best animated movies of 2018. It was one of the best movies, period. Just it was one of those movies that the animation in it is so stylistic and cool. It's done like it's a comic book, and the thing is, the biggest thing that I thought with it, which honestly surprised the hell out of me when I saw it, was the emotional impact it had. Like I was quite surprised at how much of a gut punch it was to the feels. Like I was not expecting that much feels, but it there's a lot of scenes that really hit the feels, and it's one of those movies. This is why I love animation because the action in it is fluid, the writing is really well done, the voice acting is top notch. I mean, um you got like Nicolas Cage, John Mulaney, like Lily Tomlin, you have lots of really good people in this, and this movie is so well done, and I think it's a masterpiece. It's one of the best animated movies of the year, and probably the past couple of years. And I can't wait for the sequel. And at number 3 is A Star Is Born, the 2018 version. I've never seen the other versions, but I saw the 2018 version. And this was a movie I was really interested in because I really like Bradley Cooper as an actor. And when I heard, oh, he's directing, I was like, cool, we'll see how he's able to do his directing. And when I heard Lady Gaga was going to be in it, I was also interested in that too, because I do like Lady Gaga. She's a really good singer, and I tend to like her as a person. And this movie really shows that she can act. Like she is perfectly cast in this movie, and Bradley Cooper is perfect as Jackson Maine. Because the story is that he's this washed up musician, and she's like an up and coming star. So he decides to help her get up in her career while his career is going downhill. And it's one of those movies that manages to be simultaneously an uplifting movie, but also a downer. Because while you had the story of Allie going up in popularity and becoming a star, you have Jackson Maine, who is hitting rock bottom and is like a hardcore alcoholic. And wow, this movie, I could totally see this movie hitting a chord for people who have family members that had to deal with this problem. And my God, the acting in this movie is beautiful, brilliant. You've got him doing really good performance. You got Lady Gaga doing one of the best performances of the year last year, and you have Sam Elliott in the supporting role. where I'm not even joking when I say there are scenes in this movie where he's acting, not saying not saying a word, but you feel this impact because there's a particular scene towards the end of the movie. If you've seen Third One, you know what scene I'm talking about. But there's a scene towards the end where he does not say anything, but his face says it all, and it is beautiful. And the music in it is amazing, and I love Shala. That's a great song. And my second favorite movie of all time is Kill Bill Volume 1. I guess I could technically throw in Kill Bill Volume 2 there, but I can throw that in there too. Because Kill Bill Volume 1 is a movie that had a big impact on me because it's the film one that made me a Quentin Tarantino fan at a very young age. Don't judge. And it's one of the films that really had an impact on me as like a person that loves films because there's something incredibly well done about Kill Bill Volume 1. Like the cinematography is something, is phenomenal. The writing is top notch. The acting is great. The action is incredible. And it's one of those films that like when I was a kid, I really liked it. And when I saw it again when I was like 15 or 16, I was like, wow, this is like really well made. Like there's a lot of things I never noticed before. And when I saw it two or 3 years ago, like back to back with Volume 2, I was like, this is why he's one of the best directors. Why Quentin Tarantino is one of the best directors and one of my favorite directors. And I cannot wait for when I review Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I've got a lot to say about that. I can't wait to say it. But anyway, the reviewer signing out.